journey, but still, I feel like there's so much information that's being held from us. My character's really not happy about that.
Okay. Derek, how about yourself? Have you been hanging out with Pride, or have you been trying to find more? What has your character been doing for the last 3 days?
Well, we haven't done it yet, but I still need to go by the biker's place.
Yeah.
Or the bar over in Ridgecrest, I think is where it was.
Yeah.
I been kind of keeping tabs on them.
Okay. So it's, you've been to Ridgecrest. Ridgecrest is basically a very open, deserty type place. There are some tall buildings, but where this bar is at, it's called The Last Stand. It's kind of outside of town. It actually rides along that main Mojave Freeway. But there are plenty of tall red rock mountains to kind of perch on, and you kind of see on occasion during the day, do you perch there and go stone form, or do you just go there at night?
Perching in the red rocks and then go in stone form, kind of not.
Well,
subtle.
you blend in. You skin of the chameleon, and you're just like a red rock.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
So,
actually, no. Wait, I can meld. I can just straight up meld into the rock.
That's true.
I forgot about that with Mr. Cheka.
Yeah. So, do you watch it during the day? Do you only go at night? Are you just posted all 24/7?
Well, I don't want to No, I would probably just do it at night because it's doing it during the day too is just gonna exhaust me.
Yeah, no. You see, you don't see a roving band of bikers, but you do see an occasional biker or two. None wearing your biker club insignia.
But nobody I recognize either.
Nobody you recognize either. It's it's not this place is on its last leg. It's just, it's a bar out in the middle of the desert. So it has its locals. It has its sort of nuance and charm to it, but it ain't popping off. You remember, what you could piece together in your mind. This place was lively. It was packed. It was very loud. And for whatever reason, you have... it's just kind of a sad sort of affair actually seeing it in the way it is. You're just like, oh man. If you had any shred of humanity left in you, you'd probably give a damn.
Technically, I am on humanity.
Yeah, but you're very low humanity. You're humanity 4 or 5?
Oh yeah, I should probably bring up my character sheet. 4.
Yeah, so you're basically an unfeeling block of stone. So Evan, we've had your experience. By the way, I will apologize. June was kind of a crazy month for all of us, and so I did not put up any Patreon exclusive stuff during the month of June, but July will keep on rolling just as normal, and Evan's will be the first one to be posted by tomorrow. So your little interaction, how do you feel about what you saw and what you've seen and what you've learned at San Miguel mission?
Well, my character definitely understands why he can sum up a lot of Lust's personality as, ooh, spooky shadows.
Okay.
He's getting more into researching the abyss and messing around with obtenebration. And how dangerous is it to explore the abyss in small amounts in your free time?
That's fine. It's just when you go full on, you put your head into the darkness and it blinks back at you is when you should start worrying.
Okay.
Have you bought any rituals? Have you actually invested in any of the abyss mysticism that you learned?
Well, you gave me 1 dot, which is the I would actually like to do that ritual now because it's a kind of you only need to use it once sort of thing. It's light within shadow.
Okay.
And what it does is, if I succeed, I gain the trait controllable night sight.
Okay.
Which means I can turn on and off night vision.
Okay. That's give me, is it an occult roll, I'm presuming?
Well, this one, it tells you how to make the roll, and then this one requires another roll. So I think I have to just actually, I have to cast the ritual and then make another roll.
Okay.
So first I'll cast the ritual.
Which is it in Lore of the Clans or Rites of the Blood book?
It's Lore of the Clans, page 126.
Okay. I'm right here.
Okay. I need to roll my... Where is it? Wits plus occult. It's 3 plus the level of the ritual being cast, so it's difficulty 4.
Yep.
So, I think.
Well, light within shadow. It says, as he stares into the sphere, she makes a perception occult. Difficulty 8.
Oh yeah, but this one I have to make the sphere first.
Oh, okay.
So I make that roll second.
All right.
So I'll just make that roll real quick. It's wits occult, so it's. I'm rolling 6 dice with a difficulty of 4, so I should get some successes there.
All right, you did it. 4 successes.
Right,
so
I make my little spooky orb of darkness.
Yeah, you create an orb of darkness, and then you want to pierce into... You stick your head into the sphere of darkness.
I think it's just, I just have to stare at it.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend a willpower on that, because I really don't want to botch.
Okay.
Because it's really bad if I botch.
Okay.
So I'll spend a willpower on that to make sure I get 1 success and can't botch. And then I'll make my perception occult roll.
Okay.
Perception occults, difficulty 8.
Hey, you got 1.
I got 1 success with the willpower. So it's a good thing I spent
you're
it.
good. So you stare into it, and then it leaks into your face, and like you look exactly like Lust. How Lust?
Yeah, but I could turn it on and off.
I know, but you have the jet black eyes. You have like black veins, like kind of sticking out. Like it is a very. It is a scene. Like you have like those jet black eyes.
Yeah. So I'll make sure I know how to turn those on and off, and then I'm gonna turn them off.
Okay.
For now.
But you feel okay. It's not that you don't have to turn it off, but you definitely feel a stronger pull with the shadows when you have it on. It's the La Sombra bloodline in you that it's like you always want to feel superior. So having those on all the time is just a instinctual advantage. You can see it in the darkness constantly. There's no. It's like, if you had superpowers, would you ever want to turn them off?
Well, there is a disadvantage to this one, though, because if I have them on, I have as much trouble seeing in light as normal people do in darkness.
Yeah, but you're a creature of the night, so...
I mean, yeah, so I in my private time, when I'm just home alone, I always have it on, and then I just keep all the lights off.
Mm-hmm.
But, if I go to interact with people, I can't do that.
Yeah. So you just feel it, though. You feel that, sort of oh, yeah, I'm better. I'm better this way now. I'm tapping into a power that is feeding me directly rather than oh, I just call upon the blood. It's like another source of, font.
Oh, yeah, my character is basically he's getting closer to the shadow, and he's exploring the abyss near his office and at the club.
Okay.
And just seeing how he can use his kind of newfound powers.
Okay, so...
I'm also seeing if this tattoo does anything other than turn me into arcane detective man.
No, it does anything. Does nothing for right now.
Okay.
So at some point, I assume you would all gather at the. Now it is fully furnished. It is almost you've gotten all the paperwork done. It's been about a month since you've purchased this place, and it looks pretty. You haven't had a soft opening yet, but there are you're starting to draw attention. You have crowds kind of talking about it, and in the midst of like the depraved and the unclean, a lot of people are talking about how this place is going to be the next best thing to happen to Bakersfield. It's going to be like a style of trash and clash all at the same time. So, you guys arrive, I'm assuming. Dustin is there. He's kind of setting up the, the soldiers. He's kind of like letting people know like what their roles are going to be, as far as like, this is what you deal with if you run into these assholes. But at the same time, he's like, oh, if you run into vampire fucks, let us know and we'll deal with it.
Yeah, good decision.
And then you see this, it's not a luxury vehicle by any means. It's kind of like a Honda Civic. It's a 2017. It's very new, but it's not luxury at all. And you see this very mousy looking like woman show up, and she kind of looks confused, and she doesn't understand like what's happening, but she's carrying this like briefcase, and she feels like very like this is not like where she wants to be at. And you guys could see it on like the cameras outside, and she goes up to the door, and she kind of like she doesn't see like a doorbell or like a buzzer or anything, so she's just kind of waiting out there.
Don't look at me, I'm not answering.
I guess I'll go open the door.
Okay. So
can I help you?
Hi. I'm supposed to deliver this. Wyatt sends his regards.
Am I about to get Game of Thrones? Like, is it just gonna blow up in front of me?
He just has a briefcase.
I mean, he could just murder me if he wants to, so I'd take it. And, yeah, is it kind of clear she's probably been dominated? Is that
No, she just looks like she's very, like, she's scared. She's more scared than confused.
So you serve Wyatt?
Don't we all?
Do you want to come in and have a drink?
No.
I don't know, what do I say?
No, not at all. Can I leave?
All right. Yes, thank you. Bye.
And she goes back in her car and she just drives off.
Ladies and gentlemen, a suave La Sombra.
Well, she's like, you asked her such a dumb question. It's like,
Yeah,
you serve what? She's like, don't we all? So,
I'll take it. I don't know. I mean, if he wants to like kill us, he would. I just open it. What's in it?
you see a couple folders with some dossiers, and there's like a CD. No, it wouldn't be a CD. It'd be a thumb drive.
All right. I know too. Thumb drive. I take a laptop that has never been connected to the internet.
Okay.
And that I have not used for anything else, and I plug in the foreign thumb drive.
Okay. It's a video message. Basically, it's a commercial of... It's like a propaganda sort of... these, your representatives, from Washington, they talk about helping the community and helping, build bridges, but instead they build walls. Like these, like a build wall is like, your family is at risk. Join us. Faith, we are the coalition of, action and faith. We serve and help others. If you need financial advice, like financial or legal advice for immigration, like they're basically saying like, we're the progressive group here. All the people who are, they're basically trying to gain the sway of the public's opinion through all these negative ads towards the establishment here.
I'll have fun with that in Bakersfield.
Oh yeah. And so but they have like, you know, this guy who's just always in these commercials. He's like their spokesman, and he goes by the name of Joshua Williams. Or like he likes to be called in the community Joseph. He's basically a thorn. Like you pull up a dossier, and he's just basically this he's a worker for many coalitions: UFW, Pico Nation, Pico of America, Pico California. He's part of all these civil rights activist groups, Black Lives Matters. It stands with the Hispanic Coalition of, you know, of workers. He has basically a ton of influence, but he is not like part of any established group of, you know, he's very faith oriented. So he kind of condemns all sides of political spectrums. He likes to attack any political person in and around the United States. And he just so happens to be based in Kern County, where the founding UFW, like all these founding organizations were founded here in Kern County.
Do they suspect, looking at the dossier, do they suspect he's a supernatural of any kind, or just like some normal guy?
So that's what Wyatt's like notes kind of say, is like he's either really fucking powerful, or he's just the right man in the right place at the right time. He's in his late 30s. He's like, you have his whole address, his birth. He's 38 years old. He's been working in field since he was 11 years old. And there's like all this like a photo evidence, you know, newspaper clippings, scanned in PDFs showing like his involvement in the community. And Wyatt has this whole, he's like, figure it out, because he doesn't want to figure it out.
All right. I'll start with Detective 101. I look him up on Facebook.
Yeah.
Does he have a Facebook?
Yeah, he has a Facebook profile. He's very, you know, he has a pretty large following, like 100,000 likes. He has like a weekly Facebook Q&A talking about the injustices that are happening in and around the United States, California, and in Kern County. And he's been focusing along Kern County, specifically with the local police, the BPD. How young Hispanic and black men have been racially profiled, the death, you know, the death encounter rate of set migrants and ethnicity groups have been spiked. Like the average survival rating is like, I don't know, 50%. So if you're a black man or Hispanic man on the streets of Bakersfield, you have a 50-50 chance you will either live or die. And you know that is bloated. That is like, you know, that is
that sounds wrong.
Yeah, but he targets very specific. He tries to attack at
so
the
he's
hearts.
like obviously just lying.
No,
in a lot of this, or he's exaggerating.
He's exaggerating. He says the average encounter rate of a Hispanic or black male is 50-50, but it's only when encountering with the police, not just everyday life. But he doesn't say that. He just says the average, like the encounter of a person living or dying, if you're Hispanic or black, are 50-50. He likes to use that word a lot. He likes to use the 50-50 a lot.
Is he one of those people that puts their address on Facebook and makes it public?
No, yeah.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. What's his address? Is it their headquarters?
So he actually you're right. He doesn't have a public listing, but it's not too hard to find his public listing in like the yellow pages, or if you just do like a deeper dive into it. Actually, give me a simple
Wits investigation.
Wits investigation.
Difficulties.
6s.
All right. Wow. I really failed.
Oh wait, that's
failed.
not much.
You just failed. So
I didn't botch, but like I
really
failed
close.
to Google his address.
so you're like, so you get his like bigger internet following. So you see his Twitter, you see his Instagram, you see his YouTube page, and you just get caught up in the bloat of his exposure to the point where you're like, ah, fuck, I can't find his address.
4 YouTube videos later, hey, this cat, like.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, the internet rabbit hole of just like. In fact, hold on, I gotta roll something against you. Give me a sec. Because you're like Humanity 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
No, but I'm just rolling. I'm rolling this for me, not you. Copy. Did I do that right? Oh, I did do that right. It just looked weird. Actually, I'm gonna just do that. Okay, I did it right. So I'll take the first. So as you're watching his videos and watching, like, it's starting to like kind of reach to you. You're starting to be like, maybe this guy does have a point, and it kind of feels familiar. Like it's pulling on your humanity a little bit, because you know the truth that Wyatt and the Camarilla is this establishment. They are the people that are basically keeping the minorities down, keeping poor people uneducated, stripping away their ability to rise above. And you know that. You've seen it. Wyatt is Wyatt's the man. And he has less humanity than you.
I mean, I have more humanity than most vampires.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, I don't...
You don't have to actually take it, but you just definitely feel like this guy, his pure motivations are for the betterment of mankind. There's no, like, vampire sort of plot behind him.
Okay. Well, I don't actually have to, like, kill him. He just said to get rid of Action and Faith.
Yeah. But there's no semblance of vampire corruption in this man's body. Or he's just super fucking good at it. At hiding it, at showing no signs of it at all.
I mean, you can be a Humanity 10 vampire. You're still a vampire.
Yeah, you're still a vampire. Exactly.
Kill him.
Okay, so Wyatt just wants us to get rid of Action and Faith, right? Like, that's his goal thing.
Yeah, but he wants you to eliminate them. He wants you to wipe him off the face of the earth.
And then make it look like it was the ritual murderer.
Yeah.
Upgraded to, like, mass murder.
Yep.
Okay.
Valen,
well, I'm not the only member of this.
It's not that you recognize. Like, are you gonna take a look at these dossiers or anything? Laura.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. I thought you were still talking to Evan.
Oh yeah, no. Did you take a look at any of these folders or dossiers?
I would have been just like getting things ready with Tiffany, unless he had come over to present them to me. He just went to the door. There was somebody at the door.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll show you guys. I'm not the only member of the pack. I want other people to know what's going on.
Okay, so
some of the symbols kind of resonate with you on, like, you feel like you've seen these symbols in a dream, or you just kind of instinctually know, like, a lot of the circle, like, a lot of the symbols that they use to kind of symbolize unity kind of have, like, a weird sort of, like, you feel like you've seen this symbol before.
can I Google them?
Yeah. I mean, give me a wits investigation.
Woo!
Actually, no. Intelligence occult.
Oh yeah, because I have a cult now.
Yeah.
Woo! That thing that I took. Where is it? A cult. There we go. Difficulty.
6s.
Don't botch.
You botched.
I botched.
Oh my god.
Do I alert them to our presence?
No. You just spot. You think it is a Cthulhu cult. Shug Niggurath. It's an elder one, and this is all just to rise the deep ones. Hugna, Shugnoth, Hugna, Shugnoth.
I guess it could have been worse. It could have been, oh, whoops, instead of Googling it, I just opened an email and then I sent them our address.
I repeat all of that and
she's like, I know the answer, guys.
I think that we should burn these and pretend that we never saw them.
So you think they're a Cthulhu cult?
Hastur the Unspeakable.
No, it's a not a Cthulhu cult. It's a Dagon cult. It's a sex orgy fishman cult. And the symbols of spiral, it's a unity. It means you have to become one with Dagon.
You know H.P. Lovecraft wrote fiction, right?
I'm serious.
Oh,
Where's
God.
Dustin? Dustin, tell him.
I mean, I don't know about no fish cult things, but if you want me to, I mean,
we're in the middle of a desert. Where's the fish cult?
I mean, I've heard things out there. I've
We're
heard.
close to California.
You ever heard of the
We are
tale,
not talking about this.
You ever heard the tale of the land shark?
Deck, what do you think?
You're talking to somebody
I'm
who's
for
a
real.
gargoyle.
I'm for real. No, hear me out.
Okay, clearly this is ridiculous,
No,
right?
hear me out. No.
No, this is
My daddy, he told me he went out to the desert one time on an errand of the Sabbat, right? And then he told me straight up there was a land shark out there.
What does that mean?
It's a shark that rides on land.
I look at Dustin like he clearly understands what I'm trying to say.
So if there's a land shark in the desert, then there must be fish people out in the desert.
Well, like land fish people. That's our grand theory as to who these people are.
They're some sort of weirdo fish cult.
Oh my god.
That are raising the ancient ones to kill us, and you just.
Where's the headquarters for Action Faith? I can find that with a Google roll, right?
Well, you failed.
But yeah, but not for his address, not Action
so
Faith. Action Faith is like a big public organization.
They have an office downtown Bakersfield. It's like above like a trendy coffee shop.
How late are they open?
They're open till 5.
Okay, so I'm not getting there.
Yeah, they don't have night. They have an executive. They have like an executive coordinator, and then they have field operatives, and they have their listed numbers if you need to get in contact with them after office hours. They're a very open group. Like their means of communication are always open. So if you want to like call them, they're more than willing to set up a meeting after 5.
So Wyatt wants us to walk into their office in the middle of wait, no, there's no one there. Who does Wyatt want us to kill?
So this is where it gets kind of vampire-y. Wyatt suspects that there is a kindred, because he writes specifically kindred, not vampire. There is a man. This guy, name is Austin Childress.
How
That
handsome.
last name is the most vampire thing I've ever read.
And
He looks like Rick Fox.
he believes that he is tied to this organization. He can't really prove it, and he just doesn't have time. He's just like, I'm the sheriff of Kern County. I don't want to deal with this mess. You deal with it.
Okay, I Google Austin. Oh, sorry, what were you saying, Derek?
So he wants us to go investigate on whether or not this man is a vampire.
Or he has ties to...
And this man is powerful enough to send his own people to investigate themselves, and he won't do it. Instead, sends us.
I like how he went through all the work
to high hell.
The idea is that Austin has formally been recognized in the court of Kern County.
So he is a vampire.
Yeah, he is a vampire. But he doesn't believe what he says he is.
Does he claim to be Cam?
He claims to be Cam. He claims to be Camarilla. He is a member of the Toreador clan. But...
that means nothing to my character, but okay.
And you see a symbol of a rose. It says Clan Toreador.
Yeah.
And all that means is Wyatt can't... because of the Camarilla, you're protected by the Camarilla. He can't go into other people's territories and, just outright kill them. He needs proof. But if he investigates his own, then that leads to suspicion and scandal. And you've played Cam. You know what that all leads to. Yeah. Could,
he's using us as a scapegoat.
If you try rolling back or trying Firefox, it should fix it. If you have to or not.
Can I do that? Would I not have to restart my computer?
No. All you gotta do.
It's all in browsers. You don't require to.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna try that then.
Okay.
I find this suspicious. He's using us as a scapegoat. That's clear.
I mean, yeah, he expressly said he was going to do that. That's why. Okay, what's our play? We need to think of a way this advantages us.
I think, and Dustin's like, my 2 cents. We should tell the Pride. We should tell the 7.
We already decided we're not doing that.
I know, but I'm just putting it out there like, we got no bonds with them. We got no ties to them. With the Camarilla, but we are bound by blood with the 7. We held Voldery together. We've done rights with them. I mean, yeah, they're not telling us what's happening, but we don't need to know. We're loyal soldiers to the Sword of Cain.
We made the decision that we're out for ourselves now. In the end, we may end up sticking with the Sabbat, but we need to keep our options open. If we tell the 7, 1, they could just kill us anyway because we lied to them.
Well,
or
they would have to actually challenge us to holy monomacy. Now that
would any of us win against them?
No.
I bet on the stone fella there. I mean, he could probably stand up to 1 or 2 of them.
Which one? Lust? She would just dominate him into killing himself.
That doesn't work.
Or doing something that effectively leads to your death. Or just rip you apart with shadow tentacles.
A zombie forever and ever, like I was with Wyatt. That was not fun. We have no chance against them.
He held me in the fucking... I mean, who's scarier, the Pride or the Camarilla? Or the 7 or the Camarilla?
We either have an entire group of vampires after us, or we have 7 people who are very powerful after us.
And I'll tell you what...
who are backed up by vampires.
Yeah. Going to Anarchs is a no-go. They're in the Camarilla's pocket.
So we need to pick the 4th option, our own. We pretend to support the Sabbat and the Camarilla, effectively. Well, more specifically, Wyatt and the Sabbat.
Okay.
And then whenever we finally need to make a decision, we make it. And until then, we get as much power as we can, so we're ready.
Got it.
All right. So I guess we need to figure out more about this Austin child dress. I'm assuming he's not a public figure if he's a vampire.
Yeah. He's not a public figure. His territory is out by California City. Which is weird because the Toreador have the northeast Bakersfield, and there is another Toreador that lives there by the name of Betty Peterson. And you get her full dossier. She looks like a Stepford housewife. Her vices, she's an addict of opioids. She has little to no power in the Camarilla. She has high contacts with the pharmaceutical and health management in Kern County. So a lot of elderly. Her name is Betty Peterson. And this is what she looks like.
I mean, if she has contacts to pharmaceutical companies, she could be helpful.
It's not that she has no contacts with Big Farm. She just knows distributors locally.
Like drug dealers or like actual pharmaceutical distributors?
Distributors.
Yeah, pharmaceutical distributors.
Okay. She's Toreador as well?
Yeah, she's Toreador. So those are the only two known Toreador in the court of the Camarilla.
And her territory is also near California City?
No, she stays in the northeast side. You see, Dustin. Dustin's kind of like, I'm gonna have to get my gutting tool.
Why?
Fish people, you gotta gut them.
Oh my god, we are not. It's not fish people.
It is fish people.
I mean, you are
I
talking
kind of
about
like
gargoyle.
look at myself as I say that out loud, and I'm like, no.
I mean, you know it's fish people because you're a vampire, and it's not out of the realm of possibility that there are fish people.
The look on his face.
Okay. We're not having this conversation.
I'm gonna go get my gutter, and he just goes and walks out.
I use the dominate lust over him. Stop.
Get back here.
He's like, he didn't
Come back.
He comes
And
back.
stop talking about fish people.
Damn land shark! I'll tell you,
And land sharks. Stop.
land sharks are real.
Okay, so what do we want to do? We should discuss together.
I mean, you have the address of the Austin out in California City. You could just go there. I mean, I can't tell you where you need to do. I mean, the option you have.
Oh, no. I mean, with the other players. I was opening the floor to discussion.
Okay.
If other people want to put in some input. By the way, Derek and Laura, you guys still not see each other?
No, I can see her. I can hear her. It's just a little choppy.
I think I can't hear Laura.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
What? Okay, it should be.
Yeah,
Working.
now working.
Okay. Amazing. Good old Roll20.
Yep.
Can own a hero's team, but can't do updates. I'm still looking at Dustin like I want to accompany him to go get his gutter for the fish people. I'm looking at the dossiers, I look to you.
Okay. First, let's deal with the vampires, and then we'll deal with Action and Fate, and then we can see if they're fish people. But first, we got to deal with the vampires.
If they're fish people, you're catching tomorrow night's dinner.
Whatever. What does that mean? Never mind.
Okay.
You are gonna go and find the people we eat tomorrow. We can't exactly bet dinner anymore, taking each other out for dinner, so... You catch dinner if they're fish people.
Fine.
Okay. So, you guys, I'm assuming you get into your car and you drive out to California City.
Yes. Oh my god, how are we... Are we just gonna, like, hit him over the head with a bat? What are we gonna do?
You're Sabbat. Do what the Sabbat do best. Fuck shit up.
We need to talk to him. We can't just kill him. I guess I'll try and dominate him. Just see what he's doing.
Wyatt doesn't care what you guys do, as long as that this is the list that Wyatt wants. A, get rid of Faith in Action. Their thorn in the Camarilla side for reasons that Wyatt will not say. B, Austin Childness is presumably a threat to the Camarilla, but he has no evidence or any sort of base to destroy him without him getting in trouble. So he either wants you to find evidence or destroy him. 3, he wants you to make everything that happens look like it's the crazy murder
Sabbat.
cult. Yeah, the crazy, no, not the Sabbat, the crazy cult, or the killings.
Fish people.
The crazy random killings that have been going on for the last 30 odd years. But he wants you to escalate it, not just one migrant girl dying out in the middle of the field every 10 years. He wants you to make it look like a mass murder.
Okay.
That's what Watts specifically. How you do it and how it gets done, he doesn't care. As long as it doesn't come back to him, and especially even says like it cannot be like a Sabbat thing.
Okay. What do the 7 think about us just murdering Camarilla? Like, are they like, cool, do it?
Have you bothered asking?
No. And now it looked really suspicious if I did that and then went, and then they said no, and then a bunch of cam time.
Actually, me and Wrath went out and killed a bunch of vampires, and they told us to stop it. Remember? So they're not.
I thought those were people
that
you killed at this point. They're like humans.
Wrath specifically said that you can't kill humans anymore. Can't indiscriminately kill humans because it violates this thing called the Silence of Blood, which is kind of like Masquerade Light. It's like, as a Sabbat vampire, you're supposed to be superior amongst humans. You're not supposed to, like, take them to slaughter. In fact, there is no, like, you don't even know what the Silence of Blood is. You've just been told what the Silence of Blood is, the Silence of Blood. But you don't know what the rule is the Silence of Blood is.
I think we're okay killing other vampires. We just can't kill people anymore the way that I like to kill them.
Well, we can. We just have to be discreet.
That's why I said the way that I like to kill them.
Explosion.
Yeah.
An explosion? That's not
Okay, but no. We want this to look like a kind of subtle mass murder. If we use an explosion, people think terrorism, and that's bad.
Why don't we just find a goat, behead it, string it from the ceiling, smear a bunch of blood on the wall and pentagrams, and kill the motherfucker?
Well, I want it because he's potentially a thorn in the side of the Camarilla. He could be helpful to us, which is why I would like to talk to him before we murder him.
And piss off Wyatt?
He just wants him dead. Like,
he doesn't have to know if we talk to him before we murdered him.
Maybe we can just make him disappear. Maybe we can capture him and hide him somewhere instead of killing him.
The dossier didn't say why he wanted him dead, right?
No, he wants...
Yeah.
Okay, Wyatt suspects that Austin Childness is not what he claims to be, which is grounds, according to the Camarilla, but you don't know this, which it says there's grounds to execute him.
Right, but... Oh, okay.
And Wyatt has a chip on his shoulder for him, for whatever reason that you don't know. Soon to find out in B-Sides.
Alright, well, let's go deal with him.
Maybe you can help kill Wyatt.
I mean, yeah, we might be able to recruit him if he's really working against the Camarilla.
We can make him vanish just like Wyatt wants, just not the way he wants.
Also, don't vampires turn to ash when they die? Let's just steal some ash from his fireplace and put it on the ground and be like, ooh, we killed him. I don't know how that would work.
That oddly
I actually think that is a great idea. Let's go.
That would work for every other clan but the Tremere. Tremere, best clan in A.
Or then we'll just burn down his house. Have fun digging through the ashes to find his body.
Leave a couple of bodies in there, too.
Great idea.
Yeah,
we could just kill somebody, light them on fire, and put ashes from that dead body. Go rob a funeral home, whatever.
That's why I was saying explosion.
Also, even if Wyatt could, it doesn't mean he will. He's so lazy. He's already busy. He's sending us to do this. You really think he's going to spend all that time investigating whether or not Austin actually died?
Sending out his enemies to do his dirty work.
Alright, so let's go turn this guy over to our side, even if we have to dominate him and put him in a fucking jail cell underground for a while.
Yeah, does it say what generation he is?
Nope.
Okay. Well, let's just hope I have a higher generation than him.
Okay.
If not, my dominate's not going to work.
So you make the journey to California City. It's about an hour drive on the far east side of the county. There's only like one highway going into it, and as you're coming in, you see a big sign that says, "Only God forgives." Just a brief history of California City. It's Section 8 housing for Los Angeles. A bunch of people left during the 70s and 80s out here, and it's never gotten any better. There's a lot of like aeronautics and military bases around the high desert, so it's kind of like a mixed bunch of poor people and really smart people living out in the middle of the desert. So, and religious wackos.
Oh boy.
So the address you're giving on, he doesn't live in the closest residency that he lives in is near California City, but he actually lives on county private property on this like sort of compound. That's about
Does Dustin come with us?
Oh yeah, Dustin comes with.
Okay. The
This
whole
fish guy.
time we're driving, I am talking about fish people with him and Landshark.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh my god. So there's this one. So my daddy told me he was out on Sharktooth Hill, right? Because they're always talking about
Sharktooth Hill. See, that makes sense so much.
No,
Are you going to
no. So he told me this story when I was a youngin' that he went out to Sharktooth Hill because my daddy's in the oil business. He was trying to set up some sort of
And sharks
contracts.
like pointy teeth, just like vampires.
Yeah.
It all makes sense, dude.
And he told me he was going out there surveying the land, and he was buying off all those local archaeologists at the Buena Vista Museum, trying to say that like the fossils out there in Sharktooth Hill, they're not historically preserved, they're just nonsense. And then one day he said he was out there and he swore he heard the ground rumble, and then all of a sudden, Jossum, land shark, coming out of the ground, and he literally said it bit off my daddy's arm. Scared the shit out of him. Never went out there ever again.
Your dad still has both arms.
We can regrow
Grow
back.
I say this at the same time. They can grow back.
But that's why my daddy we never went to the beach, because he said if you can't trust a shark on sea, you can't trust a shark on land.
So wise.
Sound advice.
Wait. Okay, as dumb as that sounded, there might be something interesting in that one. Why was your dad paying off archaeologists?
Oh, because oil. There's tons of oil out there in Elk Hills, but there's historical property, prehistoric fossils of the seabed out there, and there's all these shark fossils and whale-sized sharks that come from the prehistoric era.
Prehistoric, like the ancient ones.
Like
it's so coming together.
The fish people.
Except the ancient ones in our historical record, which means they're not prehistoric.
By the way, I'm on the roof of the car.
You're just like,
Okay, how
I
are
can't
we
fit.
doing it?
I can't fit. Huh?
How are we doing that without it being really obvious? Can you just fly over us?
I could, but I could skin of the chameleon. Call it good.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Why? We just have a really ornate hood ornament.
It's true. All I'm just saying is
Just 7-foot hood ornament.
That's why he never took me, Dustin, or Dion, or Dez to the ocean.
You just listed yourself.
I know, whatever. All I'm saying is that's why we never got to go to the beach, because that one event turned him off to going to the ocean because he got attacked.
Remind me, I would like to speak to your dad about that at some point.
Land shark?
Yeah.
Yes, I would like to speak to your dad about the land shark at some point.
He'll tell you a whole tale. It's a pretty good one.
Oh boy, I bet it'll be even better the second time.
Yeah. So you drive out into the middle, high desert, flat lands everywhere. There's a sign saying private property, do not pass. You obviously drive through. There's no gate blocking the roadway into the compound. You drive about another mile in, and then you see these like very they're very, it's not state of the art, but it seems like it's very well kept. There's probably some sort of greenhouse out there. You see like this big large not concrete, but glass interior dome. You see like a 2-story shedding type material, not housing, not brick, not like typical house, but it looks like very industrialized 2-story building. There are like floodlights that are pointed outwards, but not in. And they have like a large, high-rise fence with barbed wiring, and you don't see much activity. You just see you see probably about half a dozen parked cars in the compound.
Any guards?
No guards.
Okay.
It's the large story building probably looks like the size of like a gymnasium.
Okay.
And then there's small little what are those buildings? Those temporary buildings that they build outside, like not mobile homes, but I forget what they're called. They're like mini portable offices. Like
I know what you're doing. They're just like trailers.
Yeah, like office trailers. You see about 3 of them kind of side by side, kind of at the front gate area.
Okay.
But there's no guard post. There you definitely see there's like some sort of electronic fence mechanism
that keeps us out.
That keeps people out, and then you like I said, like 10-foot tall high-rise fences surrounding. This is probably like it's a pretty large compound, probably about 10,000 square foot.
I'll park so that like we're kind of in the dark away from the compound behind the trailers, so that like it's difficult to see us from the compound itself.
Okay. So you kind of veer off out, you go off-roading a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deck, can you fly to the top of that building and then you scry the Hearthstone to see who's inside? Or how many people at least?
No.
You can?
Yeah, I will.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Is there a sunroof? Like, do we just get out of the car and talk to him? Has he been hearing us?
Yeah, I mean, I just get out of the car and talk to him.
Okay.
Poke your head out the window.
Hey, what is it with... I never really understood Canaanites, why they just live out here in the middle of nowhere. It's going to get really tough to get a bite to eat. Just saying.
Unless you have a herd with you.
Huh. Gets kind of boring out here, don't you think?
You'd probably get
I
a
would-
blood delivery if you're rich enough.
Man. I wish there was like a delivery app. That'd be great. Maybe that'll
there
happen.
are.
We should make one. Like,
I mean, if there's like an Uber.
Wow, if only there was an app I could pull up on my phone and use it to have people bring me food. Oh wait, that exists in many different forms.
No, but I mean like food for us, like blood.
Yeah, you just eat the delivery person.
Yeah, what
That
kind
would have a
what kind
little-
of blood do you want? You want Domino's, Pizza Hut?
Well, I actually like alcohol. I haven't had a stiff drink in a while.
There's Vaughn's.
I mean,
Delivery
generally
people.
people do not like their delivery drivers to be drunk while driving for the obvious reasons.
And that's what I'm saying. I can't just order an Uber and just feed on the person. They gotta be
yes,
sober.
actually, you could, because you could do the Uber X where they have the people already in there in the car. So you order the Uber and they've already got the people in the back that are drunk, and then you could just eat those people and the driver.
I didn't think about that.
By the way, don't actually eat them. I meant take a little bit of blood. Don't kill them.
Oh,
like a-
duh.
It's like a 4-pack on the go.
Oh, man. That 6-pack we had the other day,
That was fun.
that was like... Where'd you end up at, girl?
Home?
Home? All right.
So, what are we doing?
I'm flying.
Wait. Yeah.
Okay, so Derek, you fly over, pretty relatively easily. You land on top. Where are you going to, like the gymnasium type structure,
Go into it? No.
or are you landing on top of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Assuming there's a safe spot. And by the way, I am going to look around for security cameras.
Yes, there is. Hold on one sec, though.
I'm holding.
Need to look up.
Get out of the way, you handsome Toreador guy.
Okay.
So. Okay, so.
definitely don't want to continue the situation or the
All right.
conversation after the
So,
six-pack.
Derek, you land on top of the roof. You take... You take 2 lethal.
Unsoakable?
No, you can soak it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
From
say
landing on the roof?
Landing on the roof, you take 2.
Ooh, that means there's Tremere stuff going on. Let's see. It's a Stam Fortitude, right?
Yep.
Difficulty 6s.
Yep.
I look over at Cooper. I'm like, we should really invest in some sort of communication for when
Alright.
I
we're flying.
You soak it. All right. Now,
Sort of
if you
what
want
was
to
that?
stay,
Communication for when he's
if you
flying.
want to stay on the
I was
building,
thinking like a
you have to
military
spend a
sort
willpower.
of
I have to
walkie-talkie.
spend a
It should be
willpower to stay.
sturdy enough.
Yes.
You could like attach it to like a collar around him, so he just has to like touch it and turn it on.
Damn.
I could like mind control some people from the local college
Wait, what
to
is
set that up.
my soldiers?
Sounds good.
You know what? I'm gonna. I don't know if I would use it as that, but yeah. I'll go ahead and spin the willpower.
Okay. So you're very uncomfortable, and you're glowing.
Oh, that's bad.
Like the room,
Do we-
like the and you guys can see it from a mile away that he is glowing. He is
That's
glowing.
bad.
Oh,
Uh,
that's really bad.
Yeah.
I turned the car on in case I need to like ram the gate.
What's happening?
I have no idea.
I'm-
This is
He's
my-
like
I
Rudolph
am
the
now a
Red-Nosed
stone
Reindeer,
lighthouse.
but his whole body.
I'm gonna obfuscate.
Okay.
I'm signaling planes because they don't know this building's here.
I pull up binoculars. I'm assuming I can say I brought binoculars because I'm a private detective. Is Deck like moving?
Nope.
He seems
I
very
zoom in on my
uncomfortable.
cell phone on my camera. All pixelated.
Okay, now make a willpower roll, Derek, if you choose to stay on.
Well, I need to do Scry the Hearthstone first.
Okay, do Scry the
The whole-
Hearthstone, and then next turn you have to make a willpower roll.
Oh, what was it for Scry the Hearthstone?
Scry the Hearthstone is... Give me a sec.
You're gonna be fine. You're just glowing like a fucking Christmas ornament. You're good.
Perception awareness, difficulty 6s.
Yep, I was just there.
Oh, wait a minute, no. That's if I'm looking for somebody who's actively hiding.
No, there's nobody actively hiding, so it automatically works.
Okay, yes.
So-
but I have to spend a willpower to do that.
Okay, so
So-
spend another willpower. So you scan the entire complex, and there are probably about a dozen people in here. They're all kind of congregated in the middle of this room. It's a big size room. There's a lot of fancy looking objects and a lot of ceremonial like drapes. You can't really tell like the insignia of what's in there, but there's a giant shrine of a snake. Praise the snake.
Ride the snake.
Ride the snake. And there are a bunch of people just kind of chilling out in the middle there. They're all in sort of sexual positions.
It's an orgy.
Sex orgy. Oh my god, it is Dagon.
You're
You're right.
Oh my god, it's not a Lovecraft cult.
So Derek, give me a intelligence roll difficulty for not to be bamboozled by the fish people.
Please watch, please
I
watch.
have the
Never wanted to
dumbest
watch
pack.
so
Was it
bad in my
intelligence
entire
occult?
life.
No, just intelligence occult difficulty 4, not to be bamboozled.
Please watch,
Because you get-
please watch, please. Fuck.
Okay, you didn't.
One. I got a one.
Yeah, you're not bamboozled. You're like, that's definitely a snake, not a fish god thing.
Okay.
But
It could be a
but
snake.
because your mind is a little unhinged.
Are they
I-
Sedites?
Hey,
The brew? How am I
Uh,
supposed to know? I don't know.
he
I
doesn't
don't know
recognize
what
Sedite symbols. He
Yeah.
doesn't have the lore for it. So you definitely see that there. But you do see there's like an outline Actually, is it like, does it give you like a full detailed description or outlines of stuff? I'm looking at it.
Okay, let's see. Scar the Hearthstone may be used on anything. Okay, the character gains an innate sense of the location and approximate size and physical condition of all living or unliving beings within the structure. To pinpoint a specific individual's location with this power, the player must succeed in a perception and awareness roll difficulty 6.
Yeah. So there are about, like I said, a dozen living creatures, and then there are about 4 undead creatures. And one of the undead creatures is...
Are there any in Obfuscate?
No.
Okay.
Oh, yes, there is one person in Obfuscate.
I spot them.
Okay.
It's because it says Scry the Hearthstone may be used to detect the presence of characters who are under Obfuscate or similar powers.
But there's one of them that is in a larger... he's not in a normal size form. He's in a bigger form.
Ooh. I think we've seen that form before.
Is he in horde form?
All right, now give me a willpower roll,
Possibly.
Derek.
Okay. It's current willpower, right?
Current willpower.
Difficulties?
Difficulty, 8.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
0.
I know.
All right, you take 1 unsoakable bashing.
I have that.
So you take 1.
Is it round up or round down?
It's round up.
Really?
So you take 1.
Okay. I take 1.
You take
No,
1
not my free bruised.
So you're like sort of like reacting to the
Yeah, I get off the building at this
Okay.
point.
orgy of the fish god.
Oh my god, it is Dagon.
It is Dagon.
I was rolling my eyes too, but
So
holy shit.
as you lift off and fly away, your glowing runes start to go away.
Good.
I guess we'll wait for Deck to come back.
Okay. He comes flying in. He's kind of sizzling a little bit.
What just happened?
That building hurts.
Well, do you know why?
No.
Okay. Are Toreadors supposed to be able to do magic?
No.
Okay.
What
Does this
are-
person Tremere
What's a
then?
Toreador?
I mean, that's why I'm asking.
Unless the Toreador isn't a Toreador.
Yeah, he might be a Tremere. This seems like a magic-y thing.
I met a Toreador once. But she was
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
They're having an orgy.
Oh.
How many people?
A Torio what? They're having an orgy? What? What?
A Toreador. It's a clan of vampires in the Camarilla. Their symbol is a rose. That's all I know about them.
Yeah, like there's a Toreador anti-tribute in the cam too.
You mean
Or in
Sabbat?
the Sabbat, they're like into crazy sex fetish, blood stuff. They like art, but art is very interpretive. They're like,
But I did find one hidden in there too.
Where?
Where was he?
Just like in a room?
he was just like in the corner.
Oh, yeah. He's just in one of the corners.
Okay, how many people are participating in this orgy?
10.
10. Okay, so 11 people. One of them. So one of them's off from the. Do you tell me that they're in horde form?
Oh yeah, one was. Yeah, one is bigger.
The one presumably away, right? Not one of the people participating.
Was it?
No, all 4 of the undead were participating. One was in the corner. One was like at the big
the big guy?
statue. He was at the statue.
Oh, okay. He was at a snake statue.
A snake statue.
Or
Yeah.
could be a tentacle god.
It's not a tentacle god. So what? 4 vampires, 7 humans. Some of the vampires in horde
No,
form.
they're about like 12 humans.
Okay, 12 humans, 4 vampires.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you so against that this is a possibility? Look at the
Because it's ridiculous, and
It's
I'm not even
not
going to entertain it.
I mean, look at your eyes. Your eyes are pretty fucking ridiculous.
Okay,
She's
yeah, but
pretty
I can turn
fucking-
that on and off.
She is pretty fucking ridiculous. He is pretty fucking ridiculous.
Really, really, really ridiculous.
So, just could you just at least kind of accept
that there's a possibility.
Okay, fine. I accept that there is a possibility in some universe where this is a group of Dagon fish people. So, how are we going to get these possibly Dagon fish people, possibly vampires?
Well, I got my gutting knife.
Okay, but what if they're vampires?
Then I got my trusty steak.
Okay.
I look at him like, where the fuck did he pull the steak out of?
He's like, he opens up his jacket and he has like
What
he has
stops
like a,
us from
he has
locking
like a
doors?
desert eagle. He has like
What,
the
putting
steak
the place to the
sheath.
ground?
He has
Yes.
his gut, on the other side he has his gut
I
knife,
would really like to talk to them.
and then he has an ice pick.
You really want to
What
talk
if-
to a bunch of people who are having sex?
Well, preferably they'd stop before I talk to one of them.
What's up?
I guess I could just take the bold move of knocking on the door and see what happens.
Okay.
And knock on. Let me do it. They have a big guy in there. I'll just see what happens.
Okay.
How about we let the lady go inside because, you know.
What if I just show up naked to the door?
I mean,
What?
That's-
I can't walk up to the door and say I'm here for the sex.
You know what? Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, we're not doing that.
Why?
can
Because
you even
Valence-
have sex?
I look at his like crotch area.
I mean, it's not like there. I mean,
We're technically dead, but I mean they are.
Okay,
I'm
one
just
of
finding-
us. Okay, either we just kill all of them, or one of us talks to them. What do you guys think?
I say
try
one
to-
then the other.
Okay. How about this?
Not necessarily
We
in
need to-
either order.
I'm gonna drive up slowly so like it doesn't make a lot of noise, and I'm gonna keep the lights off and everything
Mhm,
behind the trailers so that we can get as close as possible without like being seen.
mhm.
So does the fence completely surround the property?
Yep.
Or is there just like okay? Does electricity hurt us?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, we're dead. Do we
Yeah,
like
it still hurts.
Well, I mean, electricity can still burn.
Yeah, you're still conductive. It
All
just doesn't
right.
hurt
I could ju-
you.
I could
It
just
doesn't
rip the
hurt you
fence
as bad as
open.
it would
It's not
hurt a
that
normal
big a
human
deal.
being.
I could just
Okay.
rip the fence open.
Can you do that quietly?
Give me a Dex drive check. Difficulty 8.
Oh, I'm like, what am I driving over?
You're driving over like rubble and like
You're in the dirt, man.
Yeah,
it's
you're in the
like
dirt.
rocks. And
Yeah, that's a good point. It's probably really hard to make this quiet.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Difficulty 8.
not to mention the dust buildup behind you.
And you don't have
All
like
right.
you don't have an all-terrain vehicle.
Can't we just like? Can he make his like weird, dark, goopy stuff on the ground, and we can drive on top of that all silent like?
He's not that cool yet.
Well,
Yeah, give him like a game or
okay.
two.
Well, I've got 3 dice, so we're gonna hope this goes well.
Hey.
2. Hey.
2.
All
All right. So
Actually, wait a minute. Isn't that technically 3 because it got a 10?
No, he doesn't have specialization.
Right.
Which if Evan decided he had like 4 in driving, he had specialization off-roading, then I'd be like, wow, where did he learn how to do all that nonsense?
Also, what a waste of experience.
So you somewhat stealthily, in the best way possible, get to the fence without kicking too much dirt and rock. I mean, you're like granny moding it. You're like, just
It'd be easier just to push the car with.
yeah. It would almost be easier just to like kind of crawl to the fence, but he
Yeah.
insisted on taking the car. You get to the car.
Someone could have pointed it out to me.
Yeah,
I can't
I'm
have all the
fine.
plans.
So screw this.
So you get to the fence.
I mentioned that as he's like parking the car and
Yeah,
finishing.
he's
Like,
like-
wouldn't it be easier to just?
Okay, next time mention that to me before I do the driving. At least this way we have a getaway vehicle close to the compound.
You're supposed to be deductus. I followed the lead. Since I'm
Yeah,
uninitiated.
okay, that doesn't mean I don't
unproven.
want advice.
Oh.
Well, I'm uninitiated.
Well, you're not listening about the fish people.
I
Okay.
know.
Oh my god.
And there's a majority of people here who believe in the fish people
Okay,
and land sharks.
Whatever.
Can't forget about land shark.
what are we doing now?
Well,
We're gonna
we
go
we
walk
get out.
up to the door
Yeah.
and hope for the best.
Well, I like the
Okay.
idea of opening up the fence area, kind of sneaking in. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, Dak, can you get the fence for us?
Yeah.
Oh, why does he gotta open the fence? I can open the fence. I'm strong
Okay,
too.
okay, whichever one of you wants to open the fence, be my guest. I don't really care.
All right.
Dustin, open the fence.
All
I
right.
just kind of sit and I stare at Cooper with a big smile on my face.
I'm not looking.
So he actually pulls out like behind his like jacket pocket. He has one of those like nifty like super duper like multi tools, and he's just like clip 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 clip.
I should get one of those.
Professional.
I'm a hillbilly. No, I'm a redneck. What do you expect?
Okay,
Awesome.
get inside.
I fly over the fence.
All right, so
So
the rest of us hide. One of us knocks. I can dominate, so I guess I'll knock on the
So-
door.
give me everybody. I'm assuming Valen, you're just going under obfuscate.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't
So
seem like a good idea to me, but
so
we have no more
everybody,
element of surprise.
everybody else, give me a dex stealth.
I'm gonna spend a blood to do the level 1 of obfuscate,
Would-
where I control the shadows to give me some bonus dice.
Would mine be dexterity or flight?
Well, no, flight just gives you the ability to fly over. You'll get reduced. Okay, so your dex stealth, Derek, will be difficulty 4s. Everybody else is difficulty 6. And Valen, you're under obfuscate, so you don't have to make a roll. Actually, give me a dex athletics. Oh, she just disappeared.
Maybe.
She probably.
By the way, Para, I've got
Oh, she's back.
There we go.
Hello?
All right.
Oh, I got
welcome
2.
back.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Whoops.
I got 2.
Laura, give me a dex athletics to like nobody can see you, but the cameras can pick you up. So you're trying to avoid cameras.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Obfuscate doesn't protect you against video.
Nope.
Difficulty 6?
Yeah, difficulty 6. So you didn't botch, you
Or not
failed.
botch, fail.
You're using obfuscate too, correct? Or
Yes.
do you have? Okay, just want to make sure something real quick.
I can picture her going, yeah, I gotta sneak, and then she just like prances.
I mean, I'm not thinking about cameras. I don't have that much experience with
Yeah.
obfuscate. I'm like, yeah, I'm hidden and cool.
Exactly. You just think I'm invisible.
I'm fucking
So-
invisible. Like, what you gonna do about it? Nothing. Oh, shit.
So
why
then,
am I following?
do you? So where are you guys going? What is your plan of?
I ain't touching that fucking building.
Okay, so you're just flying above there, kind of hovering.
For the time being, yeah.
Okay. So what about you, Evan?
I'm just sneaking. I spend the blood so I can use obfuscate 1 to get the extra dice. I'm controlling shadows to
Okay.
cover me.
So you got 2 successes. You can you could go up to the main building, the gymnasium type complex or construct or whatever, without being caught by the cameras or being noticed. But and you take as soon as you approach the building,
Yay! It's not me this time.
you take. Ah, damn it!
A party invitation into the house. Yes. What we've
You
always
take
wanted.
3 lethal.
All right. I'm assuming I can roll to soak that.
Yeah,
though.
you could roll to soak it.
All right. Here we go. I have 2 stamina, so this is gonna go well.
This is a sex orgy.
I take 2.
Just wear an elastic suit.
So you take 2 lethal, and you're sizzling, and you have to spin a willpower if you want to enter the building.
Oh God. Okay. Does it continue to hurt or does it stop?
Oh, it'll continue.
It will continue.
Okay.
So it's like one of those moments where you touch something and then just kind of let go of it. Unless it applies to the freaking floor you walk on too, which that's a possibility.
Is it like one of those things where you have to be invited in?
No, it's magic.
Fucking
Do we
magic.
see any obvious glowing runes?
Nope.
Okay. I mean, presumably these people know how to turn it off, though. We can maybe try and have a conversation.
All
I
right,
mean, can I
Laura,
just walk up to?
you approach the building, and nothing happens.
Is it obfuscate?
What makes you so fucking special?
You're not sizzling. You're not burning.
It's this weird snake magic crap that likes her because she's part snake.
I'm sad.
Oh, sneaky.
Okay, well, since you're fine, do you want to knock on the front door and we'll all cover you?
Why am I always the biggest? Knock, knock, knock.
I'll hide behind like a pole or something. I don't know whatever's there.
There's office buildings off the side. You can hide behind all the parked cars. I mean,
Yeah, I'll just whatever's closest to the door.
Do I have to skin the bodyguard and then like wear him so I don't get burned?
What am I supposed to be saying exactly?
no. You notice like you see Evan. His body is like smoking as he approaches the building. You see actual like damage, like parts of his skin is like being, burned off. But as you approach the building, like all willy-nilly, like obfuscated, like nothing seems to be happening to you.
If I drop obfuscate, does it hurt?
You don't know.
I drop obfuscate?
Nope.
All right. By the
As I like drop it, I turn around and look over my shoulder.
That wasn't
Okay.
horde form we saw.
oh, is it the one where you try to do a big snake?
Yeah.
By the way, Par, spit of blood to heal one of those. people.
I'm putting I'm putting the connections together here.
Wait a minute, these are more of my people?
No, the Camarilla version of your people, presumably.
The
So the-
Sadites. I don't know that though.
You hear
I knock
like,
on the door more insistently.
You hear like this, and you hear like a door, like a magnetic lock door open, and you see this guy kind of peek out, and he's like, "Can I help you too?"
I flick my snake tongue out.
Oh, you got the invite. Well, come on in.
Go with it. Just say yes.
Yes.
That was it. Fuck.
Yep.
That's way
Oh.
too easy.
Him?
What about yes?
He's your plus one.
Is he your plus one?
I was told that I could bring anyone.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. He goes up to you, Evan.
I motioned for you guys to come over, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Not me.
I mean, okay. I spit another blood to heal completely.
you see Dustin. He's like,
So I'm not like.
no, he doesn't want to go anywhere near the fish people. Like, sure.
Okay, I will go in.
Okay.
The fish people.
Deck and Dustin, be prepared for like a. Dustin has a cell phone, right?
Yeah.
I'll text Dustin if we need help,
So
or
he's
we'll
like,
make a very loud sound.
He
It'll be
like
obvious.
grabs this bowl. And by the way, this guy's butt naked. He grabs this bowl and then he puts he kind of dips his finger in it, and it's like kind of this like oil blood thing, and he kind of wipes it on your forehead, and the sizzling stops.
Okay, that's handy.
How can we
Sedite
leave the
rituals.
bowl outside?
Thank you.
I mean, you could have just gone through the front gate. I mean, what's the deal?
We like to do things the hard way. I smile as charmingly as I can.
Oh, well, we like it hard around here too. Don't you worry.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna slip and slide right into the bodies. Whee! On my belly. Woo!
So, like,
Alright,
you get invited in.
If you're dead, you can drink stuff, right? Without like,
Well,
for like
do
a
you wanna-
small amount of
do you
stuff
want to
without just like
ingest
vomiting
something?
instantly.
Do you want to
need
ingest
have
something?
skill, I
Or
think.
Do you have to spend the blood, or can you just ingest an amount before you just vomit?
you automatically vomit, so you have to spend the blood to ingest
Okay.
something.
Make like a condom and like put it on the inside of your throat and then have it catch all the food and then just like pull it out once a day.
I have a flask because I'm a detective and I have alcohol, and that's what detectives do.
Okay.
I was gonna try and see if I can get some oil in it and throw it out the door. I'll come back to that plan later.
Okay.
When it's less obvious. So I'll follow them.
Okay.
You can't like make your shadow stuff just pick up the bowl and like.
So they notice your
It
eyes.
is not good at fine
and there's,
manipulation.
like-
I turn off the eyes. I don't
Oh,
have
you
the
turn
eyes
off-
on right now. Why would I do that?
Oh.
Because it's dark.
I mean, yeah, but I understand that I have to talk to people.
Okay.
I have them off right now.
All right.
I'll turn them on if it gets useful.
So you you walk inside, and you definitely hear like some very, sort of eclectic Persian sounding music, like very Arabian Nights.
Kind of stereotypical,
Yeah.
sort of.
Setites.
And you hear lots of flesh pounding on pounding flesh, lots of moans and groans. This appears to be some sort of church. There's like a rec room, has all these sort of like photos of like picnic outings and baseball stuff, and they're like the sovereign lights of the high desert. They're like an Angevelian sort of. They're not typical denomination of Christianity.
Or like the down home Setites.
Yeah, like they're like Evangelic. I can't pronounce it. I'm just bad at words.
Anglican? What are you trying to say?
And like Angevelian, like angelical, like homebrew Christians out in the middle of the high desert.
Is it evangelical?
Evangelical. That's what it was. Evangelical.
Okay, I was gonna say because Angevelian sounds like a vampire term.
Yeah, my tongue is just not. My brain is the. So, and you see, like, they do a lot of community service. They have, and then you definitely see some, like, recent photos that have been put up, like, with Action and Faith, protesting, doing, like, Proposition F, which was just, like, saving public libraries for the county. There's like a damned Lake Isabella dam that's cracking. There's all these protests out there. It's like, representatives need to fix the dam. There's like, so that's kind of like current affairs out in the main lobby area, and then you get into the big rec room, sort of gymnasium, auditorium area, and it's just a sex cult. It is just pillows and drugs and
butt-fucking.
And I mean, also there's no hole left unfilled.
Is Austin? What's his face there?
You don't see him. And they're
Do
like,
I see any giant snakes?
You definitely see a giant snake, kind of at like the top of the statue. He's kind of doing this like sort of charming sway back and forth. He definitely is like a giant python looking, very like of the Nile snake. Whereas like you kind of saw like when Valen and Greed, they look more like Amazonian, sort of like Amazonian, sort of South American looking snake.
Different snake descendancy ancestries.
So
hey.
You kind of see him kind of swaying back and forth to the music. You see like this girl that looks to be very bored. And you see the guy, he's like, all right. He gives you like this kind of sort of ceremonial vest. And it's like, put it on. It's like, all right. And then you see like a pile of not like, like very organized Tupperware. Like, you put your clothes in here. Like, we got to make sure that you don't have any like video evidence. Like, this is a very exclusive club. This is kind of
get naked. I don't care.
Yeah.
I do it for a living. Like, I wait to see how Cooper reacts, though.
Okay, so I am going to act like I just got a call because I really want to put that like bowl out front so the others can get in if they have to, just in case we need backup.
And they're like,
hey, I'm sorry, I need to take a call really quick. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry, I forgot about this.
I just kind of wink at the guy and I'm like, a little nervous.
I mean, Kindred. I mean, we're here because like we got to talk to the Giovanni.
Mm-hmm.
I will be right back, and I'll go to like I'm gonna go talk in the front lobby or something kind of far away from everyone else.
I take my time undressing so I can keep him talking for as long as possible.
Talk about the Giovanni.
So he's like, "Oh man, it's been
Those suckers."
Did you just come back from Vegas? Wasn't that a trip?
Yes.
The Independent Alliance. I mean, this is like the first step to legitimizing like our power in the world.
Literally everything we've ever wanted.
Oh man, like the Sabbat are turning tail. The Camarilla don't know what to do with all the hunter incursions. Like, this is our time. People are just so caught up in, being famous and just, finding distractions that between our two vices, our clans, we could totally just sweep in and just run this bitch. We're thinking about heading down to Los Angeles and trying to reestablish old family ties with the Giovanni.
This is an independent group of Toreadors and Setites, isn't it?
I'm thinking about mentioning Wyatt and being like, well, what about Wyatt?
I mean, you should. You would know if you
Yeah,
were pretending to like be from here.
I'm gonna go with it. I'm like, there's only that one pesky little problem.
The Camarilla?
Wyatt.
Oh fuck, man, Wyatt. Well, we got the Camarilla busy. We're trying to play. We're playing dirty with them, but they keep on sending their anarch fucking dogs at us. Fucking.
Am I in the front lobby now?
The evil exes of the Camarilla.
Still undressing.
Yeah. He's like, well, so what is he Giovanni? Is he another Seti? Is he like just an Artarch? What is he?
I've never thought to ask.
Just some random stray that you picked up?
I mean, he's cute. Look at him. Everybody needs a pet.
Oh, okay.
Hello, random vampire.
Well,
We're
I'm
gonna
just
go to
close
a
my-
movie. Get in my
I mean,
car.
as long as it all, goes towards the praise of ecstasy and set, that's all that really matters, right?
Praise set, I say, flicking out my snake tongue for effect. Like, I am a snake too.
So,
Oh god, this is such
Why
a
did you leave me alone in a giant?
I will be back as soon as I get. Am I at the front door yet?
Okay, so you're at the front door and the bull's gone.
Wait, so he okay, so someone else must have taken it. Did they spill any?
Nope.
Okay, do I see an obvious place where you would put it, like a drawer or something?
Nope.
That's a problem.
Can you take some of the stuff that's on your head and smear it on theirs, like Simba?
I feel like that's not gonna work. Okay. Okay.
And then very creepily, like right by your head, what you doing?
Oh god.
And you get like a nice little ass grab cheek like pinch.
Who just said that?
Some
I like turned it.
you see she's half naked, she's dressed up in some sort of ceremonial attire, blonde hair, green eyes, and she's like, what you doing, love?
Oh, I thought I set something down when I walked in and I couldn't find it. Maybe I just left it at home.
Well, I mean,
Thought I'd take a look.
You should probably get back to the festivities.
Yeah, it's not here. It's probably at home.
I mean, her
Did
hair,
she
her eyes are like
Australian?
piercing green.
Super.
Does she look like a snake
She's wearing.
person?
She's not wearing the attire that you think an Egyptian will wear. She's wearing some sort of Arab sexy attire. More Jasmine than like Egyptian.
Will you just admit to these people that Wyatt is after them and set all of them on Wyatt and maybe get rid of that problem? Saying.
Yeah, I need to talk to
I mean, I don't really give out much love.
Yeah.
I mean, this
who's
is
in charge here?
The giant fucking snake, you idiot!
Austin. He's the one that put all this festivities on for us. I mean, there's a blood feast waiting out there. I mean, you can get your your knickers in a bunch if you want.
All right, thank you. Do you know where Austin is?
He's in there. The business will conclude after the ceremonial orgy. You just got to get into it.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, come on. She grabs your hand. She grabs your hand and she like takes you in.
So I don't see Austin
like slowly
people,
undressing
right?
you as you are like being walked in. He's like, "Don't be shy, love. You have to embrace."
Okay. When he comes into the room, I look him in the eyes, and I'm waiting for like even like a subtle like confirmation that he succeeded like at all, and like
I kind of give you like a very small like.
Okay, well, I'm gonna join the orgy at this point and just try to go along with the night activities.
Okay.
She's kind of feisty. She undresses you pretty fast. Like she undoes your tie.
I'm looking for Austin in there, by the way.
You don't see Austin. You don't.
I'm
see
assuming
the
he's
man.
the giant snake.
You don't see the man that is Austin.
Okay.
He is for sure.
Whatever. I go with it. I'm dead. I don't care.
Okay. So
I'm like an evil
everybody
vampire.
roll stamina.
Not me.
Everybody's participating in the orgy. Roll stamina.
What? I should be like a professional at this.
It's not. You are professional, but there are drugs in it.
Else.
There are drugs in these people.
Okay.
And
difficulty?
there's some magic going on in here too.
Difficulty?
6s.
1.
Okay.
0.
You're at -1 to all checks because you are high as a motherfucker.
Me or Valen?
You. Oh, both of you are.
Oh, even with 1 success?
Yep. -1. So you're like very like, oh wow, this is very, and you get full blood. In fact, you get an additional 3 blood to your maximum pool.
Oh.
There's like
that doesn't sound dangerous anyway.
10, so 14, so 17, 15, 16.
Should probably get in an orgy more often.
Orgies are great.
There's
everybody.
like magic being pumped into this orgy that expands your blood pool.
Do I pick up any of the Giovanni stuff while I'm here? Like anything that people are saying?
Can I try to like make my way in the orgy over to Cooper and like pretend that I'm whispering things in his ear and tell him like everything?
We gotta get the fuck out.
So you climb over like a couple 69ing with like double penetrated dildos, like attached to another person. You climb over that to Cooper as the red. I take that back. Piercing green ears, redhead. My bad, not a blonde. And
you say piercing green ears? That would definitely be surprising.
green eyes, green eyes, redhead. Sorry,
snake ears.
My bad. And she's like going down on him, sucking him off, like literally biting down and drinking blood through his dick.
Ugh.
That sounds awful.
No, it's like the best feeling ever.
I mean, yeah, because the bite brings ecstasy.
The ecstasy is like the bite and the embrace is like the best thing. That's how fucking vampires have sex.
Okay, do you tell me about the like?
Yeah, I tell you everything.
Okay.
And she's like, oh. She just like stops and she looks at you. It's like, really, love, really.
What? Can you hear me? I'm like whispering in his ear and pretending to like make out. With
yeah, but he's like distracted. Like he's like, what? Hold on, what? Like.
Okay, well, I wait for an opportune moment.
Okay.
And I'll just go in there like all willy-nilly.
Okay. So not to make this too lewd, because this is Twitch, at some point you describe what they told you about the meeting, the events that are taking place here. And then there's like a final, like, there's like a chanting, and then everybody stops having sex and starts chanting and chanting. And then there's like this.
Oh my god, we went to a weird cult meeting.
And there's like this weird like ecstasy of like they go like, oh, and then like everybody orgasms at the same time, including all of you, and even Deck. You kind of hear it from outside, and like Dustin's like, oh, there's some fucking fish cult things going on inside there. I can tell you what.
I heard things I probably shouldn't have heard.
And then it all ends. All the humans kind of like lap over each other, and they've had their blood drained, so they're in the thralls of ecstasy, but they're low on blood. So all the vampires get up. So you see the redhead girl get up with piercing green eyes. She kind of walks over to the side. She kind of wipes herself off. And
Can we get dressed?
No.
Oh damn! I was gonna try and text Cooper like what was going on as we were getting dressed.
She like people like okay. So you see her, you see the guy in the corner that was obfuscated. He pops off obfuscate. He appears to be this guy. Where is it? Oh. He appears to be this suave-looking dude.
Oh, yeah. Real winner.
He did not participate in the orgy.
Lawrence.
And then you see, as like all the orgy is like wrapping up, you see this man.
I just realized that Lawrence of Arabia picture, that's pretty much my face right now. It's just...
You see this guy walk out, kind of in almost disgust at what he's like walking into.
The voyeur is disgusted.
No, yeah. He was nowhere to be seen. He just walks into the auditorium. Like he was in a side room and he just walks in.
Do we put on the weird robe things they gave us?
And then you see this girl come out in the same... You see this girl come out in the same room.
She's a werewolf, right?
Wouldn't we be able to smell it, like, on her?
No. There's no way to detect a werewolf unless you have auspex.
I'm going off the name, which is what I wouldn't know that just from looking at her.
Yeah. And you see them all kind of gather over to the big snake dude, and the snake dude transforms back into Austin. And you've already seen what Austin looks like. So Austin is there. He kind of pops his neck and he's like, "Greetings, my friends. How are you? New and old faces alike. Welcome. I hope you enjoyed the ceremonies. There's plenty more tonight if you wish, but I decided we would open up with, such a harsh journey and such hardship traveling out here. You would be both replenished and relieved at the same time." He kind of looks at you two and it's like, "Visitors."
Yes. I flicked my tongue out at him.
My name is Grand Master Austin Childness of the Devotion of Set of the Sealess Sun.
I bow slightly. I look to Cooper. I'm like...
I bow.
Oh, no need. I could tell this child here is of Set, but your lineage comes from the shadows. I see that the Sabbat have finally are emerging from their toil and their tremble and are starting to see reason now.
I wait for him to take the lead on that, cause
Are you still at the Sabbat? Are you still at the Sabbat?
Can I have a word with you in private for a moment?
There's something that we need to tell you.
We were, sent here in a sense?
Well, this is a coalition of Artarks and Independents. We are establishing the laws that our elders of the Setites and the Giovanni have proclaimed.
That's really well and interesting, but
I'm gonna assume you're not a Toreador like you claimed in court.
How do you know just such pray tell information?
Well, I'm gonna be honest because I feel like lying at this point isn't gonna work.
Yeah, I nod. We were sent here
Wyatt.
to kill you, and
you see the girl?
that.
The girl with the silver hair. She's like, Wyatt sent you.
Yes.
Yeah, no, couldn't
By the way, we
hold
don't-
my arms out like
The
we
plan was not
don't
to
wanna do
actually
that.
for us was not to go through with it. Otherwise, why would we tell you?
Yes.
The man dressed in all white. He's barefooted. The heavily dark Hispanic looking dude. He's like, he says something in Spanish. He's like,
I don't speak Spanish.
I don't speak Spanish either. I try to put distance between like act as like Cooper's bodyguard since he's like our leader. I'm just like, you guys, like if he needs to make a run.
The girl, the redhead girl, kind of lapes her like her arm around you, Evan, like from the back, and just kind of like not like threatening, holding you, but she's kind of like leaning on you, kind of like playing with your hair a little bit. She's like,
Whatever.
"Oh."
She's claimed another.
She's like, oh, I've never been with the Sabbat. This is quite lovely. You're a Lasombra.
We had fun, by the way, guys. Great party.
Yeah, great time.
Lasombra. I've killed so many of you guys. It's so sad.
We are individualists.
So so Shadow or the girl with the silver is like, so you're Artarks then.
We're out for ourselves.
So you're Artarks.
So
I don't know what that means.
So
we'd prefer you not advertising that fact though.
Why?
Because the Sabbat really believes we're part of the Sabbat.
So you're part of the Sabbat then.
No.
Yeah.
I
mean,
Austin's like, I'm confused here. So
we're confused, to be honest.
are you Sabbat or are you not?
Okay,
Sabbat?
Here's the thing.
The Sabbat's been using us ever since we were embraced.
So that's
we
what they
decided
do.
we decided we're out for ourselves first, and everyone else, including the Sabbat, second.
So you literally
Wyatt-
you see the Shadow Moon or the girl. So it's like, have you drinking from the cup or not?
Yeah.
Then you're Sabbat, plain and simple.
I don't think it's really
Okay. Anyway,
our
whether or
work.
not we're Sabbat, I'm sure we can all agree that we don't like Wyatt, right?
They all kind of stare at each other, going like,
Good work.
Okay.
Look, we have no reason to want to hurt any of you. It wouldn't really advantage us in any way. But Wyatt is a
However-
thorn in all of our sides.
We have some friends waiting outside. Do you think they could come in?
Child-
Yeah.
So Childless is like thinking, and then he just kind of goes. He like really thinks, and he's like,
He's like staring at us.
no, he's just like thinking, and he's like, you, girl. You've been deceived.
I haven't been given any information. I haven't been deceived. I've been taken.
I can sense something.
Me?
No, her.
I
That could be very useful.
wonder if I should ask the snake people. A snake tattoo.
Well, good. More people to use us.
So, I don't like the
trifecta.
Sabbat. I've never liked the Sabbat. I think all of us can agree, and it kind of looks at the other independent / the one Artark in here. It doesn't matter what form the Sabbat comes in. It is troubled. And
Frankly, we don't really like the Sabbat either, if that makes things any
trouble
better.
follows the Sabbat like a plague.
I agree.
So, here's the deal. I wish for you to leave. Because don't want any dealings with any of the Sabbat. Even if you don't necessarily have the Sabbat's best interests in mind. It doesn't matter. You're associated with them. You're a plague on my house. And I don't want any dealings with you.
But
However,
if we leave,
You can leave. She stays. She has to be re-educated in matters of her beliefs and her... I will not let another serpent leave the shadow of the great Set and Typhon beast. That is my spiritual obligation. That is my duty to my clan and to my god. So you can leave unscathed, and we will not pursue you. We will not destroy you. And I will have no dealings with the Sabbat on my house. And I think, and he looks over at the other...
nothing to do with the Sabbat. Have you not been listening to an entire word we've said?
Don't care. Wyatt, I can deal with Wyatt in my own manner. At least Wyatt plays by the rules. The Sabbat play by no rules.
I look at Cooper like this is a good time, probably, for you to at least get out. Because it's either one of us to get out, or...
Are you keeping her here even if she doesn't want to stay?
Yes, I have to. She's of my blood, and I have to re-educate her.
I kind of look at you.
I just kind of nod, like, I can make an escape when there's not hundreds of them around us.
Are you sure?
It's either...
Like, I kind of give you the look, like, because I could try something if you want me to.
I need a moment to think about this. I start pushing you towards the door.
Okay, I'm still kind of trying to stay close to you. Like,
I know.
If you want me to do something, like, give me a sign.
I'm trying to see how fucking close we can get to the door, goddammit.
Are they, like, following us?
Probably.
To, like, make sure we don't leave? I'm assuming they're not just going to let us waltz out the front door.
Shut up.
He's
Shut
saying...
up, keep moving.
He's just saying you can leave without any... Without any...
I know, but she's walking me to the door.
Yes. To say goodbye.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Okay, when we get to the door, how many people are there?
Okay, so you get to the door and you see the redhead, because she's following you, and she's kind of like watching you two, making sure you guys don't do anything dumb. The guy that you guys met in the beginning, the guy that wiped the blood on your forehead, he seems really like like he's not upset, he's not like angry, he's just like, you ruined a perfectly good ceremony. Like, we had the whole sex orgy, we were gonna have fun, I stripped you naked, I put the ceremony oils on you. He just seems like, why'd you have to go and be Sabbat? Like, that's like he's just miffed.
I kind of just want to get us outside of the enchanted house, so if we fight, we're not at a disadvantage.
Alright.
And there's like...
So we get to the door.
You get to the door.
Alright, I'm gonna look like I'm opening the door and leaving without her. I'm gonna open the door.
Yeah, you open the door.
And I'm gonna give her a hug.
Okay.
And then we're gonna...
And then I'm gonna whisper and take my hand. And then I'm creating an orb of darkness around us.
Okay.
I do that. Goodbye.
All right. So you create an orb of darkness. Dusted and Derek see that there is an orb that appears out of nowhere. Surprise, Derek. You are about to take what I call the Gibbs surprise, and Asamite throwing blood-coated daggers for 30 ag.
Wait, what?
Okay.
So,
I thought I was kind of sneaking around up top.
And somebody is throwing ag-tip daggers at you at celerity speeds.
Great.
I should have just let you run.
They were kind. They offered you a way out, and then Evan had to fuck it up.
Hey, she did not want to stay, so I thought about an escape plan.
I can't see anything until I'm out of the orb anyways.
Yeah, which is why I told you to take my hand, because I could just lead you out of the orb.
Okay, so leave me out of the orb. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. So, it's per blood.
I also have a hard time believing there's anything that does 30 ag.
It's 3 daggers, coated in ag, attacking you 3 times with celerity speeds. So
2 extra actions in there?
Well, I get to throw 3 daggers 3 times at 13 dice each.
Wait, they throw a dagger. They throw 3 daggers a turn.
That would mean that they ended up splitting their action.
No, they throw 1 dagger first round, second dagger second round.
So then it's 2 extra actions, like Evan said.
It's total of 3 actions.
So
Regular
throwing
surprise,
1 and then 2 extra.
Yeah,
surprise, that's what Evan said.
Yeah, surprise, extra action, extra action.
I'm going to, in the orb, just tell Cooper to run and push him out of the blackness and step back into the house. It's not worth sacrificing the whole squad, so to speak. Run.
I mean, if you're not going to follow me, I'm just going to run.
Yeah.
Hold on, I need to set up the...
There's so many more of them. They could kill all of us, or they could let you guys run. I can at least stay here.
That's not 9 successes. That is more successes because they have specialization in dagger throwing.
Okay, is that to hit?
Yes, it's to hit. So 1 takes away that 10. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10.
If he has a specialization, then those explode.
No, they don't explode. The 10s count as 2s.
Right. So that's 2, 4, 6.
But there's a 1 that takes
10.
away 1 10.
Okay, so
2, 4,
8,
6,
9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
All right, 13. So you take 13 plus 1 because of dagger.
I thought that was just to hit. Now it's damage.
Yeah, it's damage. So it's 12.
Oh, this counts as damage?
No, does not count as damage. This is the damage roll I'm about to do. So 13 successes. So I get 12 plus 1 for the dagger plus 2 for the strength. So that's 15. 15 ag.
It's 15 dice.
15 dice worth of ag.
And this is just 1.
1 dagger. There's still 2 more.
So, let's see.
So that's 6 ag.
Difficulty 6 is to soak. Right?
What's up?
Difficulty 6 is to soak these? Okay. Well, I am... Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I'm at mauled.
Well, so that's 1 dagger.
I mean, do you go down and like avoid the other daggers?
You can just plummet.
Because these are extra actions.
Yeah.
So
I mean, but you would start plummeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would start, but these are extra actions.
They might stop if you get knocked out, though.
When I start falling is the next action.
Yeah.
But considering that the extra actions take place before that, he gets the extra 2.
So that's 6 to hit. So that's 5. So 5 plus 3 is 8. So this is 8 ag. Of
5.
Damage.
Okay.
So 2 ag.
Where are you? Oh, I'm an idiot. Let's see. How much damage did I take the last time? It was 5?
5. So you soaked it all. You soaked these 2.
This is... Oh, no, actually I took half damage.
Oh.
Because I had Armor Terror.
Okay, so you took...
But it doesn't say round up or round down, though.
It's round up. It's always round up. Because you can't take half damage in this game, so you just round up.
Okay, so... I took 3 and... 1, 2, 3. I was at injured, and then here I took nothing.
You took nothing. So
next attack.
And then last dagger. So that 1 takes away that 10, but that 10 counts as 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. So 5 plus 3 is 8. Another 8 ag. So that is not 5. That is 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8 ag.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 3. So, okay.
So you take 4 ag because of Armor Terra. So you take 2 ag.
Okay, yeah, I'm all.
Okay, so and you see there's a big, like same huge looking guy outside who was just obfuscated the entire time because none of you has Auspex outside the compound. And,
Was he always outside?
Yeah, he was always outside.
Yeah.
And just was like, surprise, throws 3 daggers. He was like, and you're at Mauled.
Yeah, I know.
Are you capable of moving still?
Yeah, I'm only -2.
He's only -2.
Okay, we should leave. I run away.
Okay,
I'm ready for the hole in the fence.
So you're starting to run for the hole in the fence.
I keep up my orb of darkness to like break line of sight to the people in the house. Even though I like run outside of it.
Okay, so you grab her.
Or like, Valen, do you leave with me or do you stay?
I'm staying.
Okay, you're staying.
Like, I'm trying to get them to not attack you guys, and
Yeah.
then I can actually make an escape at some point later on. There's no point if they're giving you guys a free fucking pass to leave, and all I have to do is stay.
Well,
And
that's
listen to
kind
some
of
stories.
done now because he dropped Obtenebration, and because they're paranoid about Sabbat, they assume that like he's going to drop like a shadowy darkness. Like,
Well, if I see anything, I yell at them to stop
okay,
and
So-
hold their word.
so they're like Soliloquy. They're like, drop the shadow or you die.
Let
I-
them leave. The shadow is
I-
to protect them.
Drop the shadow.
Okay. You see.
I put my hands up.
You see Dustin, he's
Don't
on the
murder me.
ground. Dustin's on the ground and his eyes are rolled back.
I am still bloodbound to him. That's not going to make me happy at all.
Yeah, all you are. The only one that's manipulative tied to anybody is all you are tied to Dustin.
No, I'm tied to deck.
Oh, you're tied
I'd
to
like
deck.
find out. I was the one who didn't get dusted.
So, yeah, you have 3 daggers that pierce you, Derek, but they shatter, like, they pierce your skin, but they just break once, like, they don't stick in.
Does the poison linger?
Let me check.
Because usually bladed weapons.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Poison lingers.
Oh, yeah, duh. Yeah. Forgot, they're Assamites. The poison still lingers.
Okay, so next round.
Next round, roll initiative. Unless you guys want to just back out.
I dropped the
I
darkness. I
can't.
put my hands up.
I can't back out because
I yell, stop.
No. You don't
I mean,
get
I
it.
know you
Poison
can't.
does not stop.
Oh, no, they could control the poison.
They can?
Yeah, they could control poison. In
I was gonna
fact, they're Assamites, Derek. It's not ongoing. It's not like a dot. You just took like a shit ton of damage. But they have Bele's Crest, or they have Dragon's Call, which is like, if their blood is in your system, they can weaken you at any point.
No.
But they have to activate it. So,
I'd say I look at them and look at Dustin and I bare my fangs at the people. Let them leave.
I'm gonna walk over to Dustin, and slowly with my hands up, unless someone wants to shoot at me, in which case I'll go down swinging.
no. He's like comatose. He's like,
Is he? I mean, he's not Ash, so he's not dead. I'm going to pick him up because I have potence 2.
you see
throw
the
him over my-
You see the Giovanni, like the he's obviously a Giovanni because what you'll see, you see him walking besides Dustin, and Dustin is a translucent soul.
Can I have that back?
He says something to you in Spanish.
I don't speak Spanish.
He says something again in Spanish.
I no comprende español.
Walk away.
Not.
Okay, seriously, I listened to their. They can have fine Valenstain. He was not part of the deal.
You're not.
I will
taking
release your
Dustin's
friend
soul.
as soon as you leave.
Not
Do I
part
take
of the
it?
deal.
Okay, fine, because we're dead if we don't listen to them anyway. Do I take the body? Do I leave the body here? How does that work?
You take the body.
I throw the body over my
Sabotage.
shoulder.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad all the independents hate us now.
Derek,
Would short fuse apply here?
You see her walk out.
Would short fuse apply here though?
Yeah, roll self-control. Oh, no, you immediately
No.
Derek,
He disappeared. He died.
you immediately don't frenzy at all.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. No frenzy. Hold on.
You don't frenzy. Your heart sinks as you see her.
Kind of. Okay.
You
I was
see
gonna
her.
say a little late on that one.
No, she walks out and you see her. And she sees you and she's like, "Oh my
Shit.
Oh, these two,
God.
right? They know each other.
I
from, like-
drop.
Oh man.
And they're like,
Oh, this is complicated.
He can fly. Keep moving.
Can I reach out?
Yeah.
and she's like, she actually looks away in shame, like she's like not afraid of you, but she's like she is like heartbroken by seeing you. And she kind of walks over and like goes to the strapping young guy, the strapping gentleman, and he kind of she's like,
Don't frenzy.
And, like, he kind of embraces her, not like in a loving embrace, but kind of like in a, oh, it's okay, dear, it's okay.
Comforting.
In a comforting, and like, and then Austin comes out and he's like, go now.
Is he? Is Deck leaving or is Deck just staying?
Deck is just like,
Deck.
Go.
Deck, look at me.
Deck.
Okay, 1 sec. I'm gonna walk over to Deck. I'm gonna stand in front of Deck. Dominate. We're leaving.
aw, damn. Okay,
Oh, I'm gonna
Yeah.
beat some ass when we get back.
all right. What's your current
Yeah.
willpower, Derek?
It's he's -2
Yeah,
to
but
my
what-
willpower. What? 1.
Yeah, so your difficulty one's to dominate him.
Yeah, don't even bother.
Yeah, don't even
It's not
bother.
even
You
gonna-
just you say you're coming with us, and you're like, oh, your brain just goes into the slug mode.
And then I say follow me, and I start walking to the car.
Okay.
If any of you ever need an alliance, never mind. This is the
No,
fight.
they obviously do not give a fuck about the Sabbat.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave.
Yeah, and you drive off.
I text him and I'm like, I'll find a way out of this.
Let me know if you need help, if I can provide any.
And I'm gonna go dark there. So that ends this week's session. Thank you everybody for coming out. It's been really awesome. We're going to switch over to post wrap-up show. We have some news about it. If you support the Patreon, you'll get access to the post show. I've changed the Patreon tiers. There's no longer a $2 Patreon. There's only 5 or up now. This post show will be kind of emotional. Some big news. But you'll probably find out in the next coming days. Starring XP is going to be changing up a little bit. Might be the same, might be different. But either way, I just want to say this has been really awesome to be a part of. I still want to be doing this with you guys. And we will talk about more in the post show. So with that, thank you guys. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the sub. I know somebody.
I have a sub button now.
I have a sub button. I got the affiliate. Oh, those filthy affiliates getting the sub button.
What? No, dude. I'm totally on board with you.
I know. I'm just saying. Like, I was on a show with a big streamer.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But anyways, go check it out. The Patreon, patreon.com/AdWarShow. Support the channel by following. You can also support the channel financially with a sub. Go watch Laura at LateNightRivithead. Hang out with Derek playing Final Fantasy at LateNightRivithead. And Evan doesn't do anything on Twitch or has social media, so you can just admire him from afar. Either way, thank you guys so much. This has been awesome, and we will see you in the next coming weeks or so. B-sides might be starting up soon, but more information on the Patreon, so go subscribe to Patreon for more detail. Also, his one-on-one scene will be up this weekend. So if you want to see the crazy shadow mysticism that Evan went up to, you'll probably see that as well. And Deck will be getting his one-on-one sometime in the near future as well. So take care. Adios. Bye-bye.